but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for the circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He was brought down by
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Bridgewater with a keeper. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Buccaneers 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Gronkowski's going to go. He's at the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's the ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll throw from the gun. Thomas has got it, complete. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Panthers.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got it, complete, Mike Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On first down, Miller. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring out a 3rd down.
He was brought down by
the good run on first down, followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
2nd and 6. A quick throw by Bridgewater. That's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14. Buccaneers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught at the 25.
And the Buccaneers.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 45 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st down, Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Well, this, of course, the home opener for the Buccaneers. A date folks in Tampa have had circled since, I don't know, about 6:30 Eastern time on March 17th. That's the day that TB12 officially became a Buccaneers seeding.
And think about it this way, Brandon. Back in the old days, we used to talk about what we call water cooler talk, right? You take a break at work and you talk about the team and everybody'd stand around. Now, whatever passes is water cooler talk, the social media, the texting, all of those things. Since that moment that it was announced, it was official, that Tom Brady was a Buccaneer, that's all these people have cared about. Seeing this game in Tampa, and let's face it, this team hasn't been to the playoffs in a decade or so. Now they're talking about going to the Super Bowl. Forget just getting to the playoffs. That's what Tom Brady has brought to this franchise. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Gronkowski, slot left. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Got his target, Samuel. There he goes, left side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
The air is 2-yard line.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And inches at the 27-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
58, right? Mike, 58, right there. 58.
Here's Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
3rd down.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
54, right there, right there. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First down, Bridgewater. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all. Week, what did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So after the INT, it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, 36 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Suck up for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive's...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might pitch
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 82 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. But Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 61 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35, Panthers 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get it. Down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Jones.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Brady to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down.
A good pickup there, a 22.
1st and 10 at the 40.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a give to Fournette. In on the stoppage to Tahir Whitehead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
shotgun now for Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now the third-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Second and 12. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun on third down, Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now up to 14.
Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action now. Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Brady now on first down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late.
4-yard attempt.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for Moore. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. desperation time. 4th down, Bridgewater. And no, it's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette his second touchdown on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
To Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. To the air again with Bridgewater. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw here. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll move the chains. Well, Charles, it's one thing.